Hi, fifth grade. This is Ms. Senglade. Today's topic is going to be more than one way to subtract. So, in your journal, what you want to do is table of contents title is subtracting strategies. So write that in right now. Hit pause if you need to take out your journal and set up your next page. All right, my page is going to be titled Subtraction Strategies. Okay, and the first one is going to be called Subtracting in Parts. So go ahead and write that down. Pause if you need to. And you're going to write down what I write down, and you're going to pause it whenever you need to understand what I'm talking about. Subtracting in parts. Let's say, for example, we're going to take 892, and from that we're going to take 567. I'm going to show you 4 different ways that you can do this subtraction problem. Okay? Subtracting in parts. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with 892. But instead of taking away the whole 567, we're going to take it away in parts. So we're first going to take away 500. That's pretty easy to do. So we're going to take that away and get 392. Then from 392, we're going to take apart the next part of this. So we took away the 500. Now we're going to take away the 60. Can you do that in your head? I'll give you some time to think about it. What did you come up with? That's right, 332. Excuse my pen, boys and girls. I used it throughout the day today, and it's a little bit dying on me, so it's doing funny things to me. All right, now this one's going to be the one that you have to do some thinking. Can you do it in your head? 332, I want to take away the remaining 7 from my number. So here's what I do. You want a secret? I first take away 2, and then I figure out what more do I need to take away. Take away 5 more. So I get the answer 325. So you can see I took away 567 altogether, and my answer is 325. This is called subtracting in parts. If you have not written that down yet in your notes, pause the video and do that now. The next one is called adding up. Now, you can go ahead and continue this right in your journal. I just changed pages to make it nice and neat on the video. Okay, adding up. All right, now this is kind of different. You probably haven't thought of this before. We're still going to solve the problem 892 minus 567, but now we're going to add up. We're going to do subtracting without ever subtracting. Isn't that kind of strange? All right, here's how we do it. 567, we're going to start with the smaller number, and now we are going to add on to this number until we reach 892. Kind of weird, huh? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add on 3. Think about why I do that. Why do I do that? It's kind of a compatible number, isn't it, that we talked about. Gets me to 570. Okay, now think about, what am I going to do next? That's right. Hopefully you said out there, I'm going to add 30 to that. Think about why. Why are you going to add 30 onto this 70? Compatible numbers, right? Gives you 600. Remember, we need to get to 892. 892. So some of you might be ready to just add on 292, but some of you might not be ready there. So let's just add on 200. That gets us to 800. And then, starting from 800, we add on 92 more. Can you guess where my answer is for this problem? I started at 567, and I went to 892. I want to know what my answer is. How many steps it took to go from 567 to 892. Pause if you need think time. Okay? Because I'm about to give the answer. Here is where it is. Can you do it in your head? Come on, you can do it. 292, another 30. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. 322, and then 3 more is 325. I gotta see. Did we get the same answer as the other answer? Let's see. We did. We did. We sure did. 325. All right. That's the adding up strategy. The next strategy is called subtracting back. As you're writing this, I want you to think about what that might mean. Subtracting back. It's probably the opposite of adding up. You think? I think so too. So we're going to start with 892, and I'm still going to, I want to get to 567, but here's what I want to do. My goal is to get to 567. So I'm starting here, and I'm going to subtract what I need to until I get to 567. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see. What do you think we can start with? Our goal is to get to 567. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 200. Because I can do that in my head. 692. Oh, wait a minute. I can take away another 100, can't I? So I can take away another 100. So let's do that. That's 592. I want to get to 567. So 592. What can you subtract next? Here's the beauty of this, you guys, is that you can take away anything that you want to, that you're comfortable with, and as long as you get to 567, you're good. I'm going to take away 20. I don't think that's too much. Let me see what that gets me. 572. Okay, I'm good. And then, oh, I'm getting there. I'm real close. And so it looks like I can take away 5 more to get to my 567. Ta-da! Ding, 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 ding. That's what I wanted. But now where's my answer? Where's my answer? It is right there. 325. Make sense? We're going to try some practice problems. Don't you worry. All right. Solve an easier problem. This one's not always going to work for some problems. Solve an easier problem. Okay, so we had 892 minus 567. Okay, here's what you want to do. Oh, sorry. You probably, do you see that this is real close to 570? How close to 570 is it? It's 3 away, right? So if we took away 570, could you do that in your head? I can. 322, right? 800 minus 500, 90 minus 70, 2 minus 0. Okay? So, but I'm taking away 570. Didn't we just say that it's 3 too much? So if this answer is 3 too much taken away, we have to add 3 back on. And there's my answer. And that probably is difficult for some of you. Okay? Here's what I want you to try, and I want you to pause the video, and I want you to try it on your own, going back to each of the different strategies, and I want you to solve the problem. Okay? Ready? All right. I want you to solve these problems. One problem. One problem. We're going to do it 4 times. 567, and I want to take away 230. 38. Okay? So I want you to try the 4 different strategies, and I want you to practice and see what you can do with that. Pause the video until you get finished, okay? Okay, I'm back. I did each of the 4 methods. If you got stuck anywhere along the line, go ahead and look at what I did. This is subtracting in parts. I took my number and I took away 200, I took away 30, and then I took away 8, and 329 was my answer, okay? In adding up, what I did is I started with 238. My goal was to get to 567, and whatever I added up to get to that was 329. I first started off by adding 2, then I added 60 more, and then I added 267, and then added that total up. Subtracting back, I started with my number. I needed to get to my 238, and so I found out what was in between by subtracting back. So look at what I did on that. And then solve an easier problem, what I did is I took my 238 to 240 because that was easier to do in my head. And then because I took away too much, I increased my number that I took away by 2. I had to add the 2 back on to kind of make up for it. And so I still got the answer of 329. Okay? So that is the end of today's lesson. What I will have for you next after this is practice problems that we could you can do together with a partner, so to help us understand the different methods. Go back to this video if you need to and review it if it's not quite making sense, or come see me for help, or Mrs. Galata, of course. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Hope this video made sense. Okay? Talk to you soon.